Yes, the military has merged with the government scientists to try to contain the vicious outbreak of zombies across the globe, calling themselves the ASMZ, or the American Science Military for Zombies. And despite all this mayhem around us, the conspiracy theorists are pouring in, blaming the ASMZ for creating zombies for population control, accusing the government of killing off 80% of our population in order to form a peaceful one-world government. All that is certain is that most conspiracy theorists are getting their information from a podcast called Jig and Eddie Rotten. Here's some of Eddie Rotten's rant before the ASMZ moved in.
That's what we have to do as a team. That's what we have to do together. We can defeat the zombies. We can defeat the ASMZ. All the ZFC across the world. Come together. Get your food. Get your water. Get your guns. Get your ammo. It's the Jig and Eddie Rotten Zombie Life Podcast!
Okay, let's go. Welcome, everybody, all you zombie fans, to another episode of the Zombie Life Podcast. With me, I'm Jig, but you should all know that by now. I also have with me the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Eddie Rotten.
You left out a wonderful.
Oh, sorry, wonderful, 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 wonderful Eddie Rotten.
Awesome.
Is that better?
Yes,
awesome.
Thank you so much to the wonderful world of zombies out there. This is the Jig and Eddie Rotten Zombie Life Podcast, and I'm so happy to be here, and I can see your awesome face through the tablet across the sea.
Thank you. Are you using your tablet, are you?
I'm using the tablet, and I hope that it doesn't pick up the extra sound over the microphone. I want the microphone to work really, really well, but at the same time, I hope it sucks just enough to where it doesn't pick up the feedback. So,
yeah, that's fair play. That's fair play.
Dude, while we're here, just right off the gun, let's. I've got a friend. Go ahead, you can start it there. I've got a friend here. Can I say where you work at? No? Yes? Okay.
You can use the industry.
Okay. I've got a friend who works in the industry of rockets. Okay?
Nice.
And rockets and stuff that goes into the outer space. And there's a whole bunch of independent industries that do that now, so I'm not going to label any of them specifically. But that's what he does. And I told everybody that I was going to have him here a couple weeks ago on like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm delivering on that, and it's going to be a surprise to you, Jig, because you didn't know that he was going to be here, did you?
It is. I did not. All I could see when you come onto Skype was a floating hand holding a half a banana.
Yeah.
So I was quite shocked. I actually thought it was like one of your sons or something at first, but
well, I'm not going to use his. I'm not going to use where he works. I'm not going to use his real name. What name should I use? What?
My name is Asian Lafitte.
Okay, we're gonna go with Asian Lafitte. Asian Lafitte. That sounds like a bad cheese. We're gonna go with Asian Lafitte. Asian Lafitte gave me a really cool gift about 7 months ago, for my birthday. I think it was my birthday. Maybe it was just a gift. It was for Christmas. Man, I smoke way too much weed. And it's Puff Puff Tuesday. It's Puff Puff Tuesday. Do you know that? Do they have
Puff Tuesday?
Yeah, Puff Puff Tuesday. Do they have that in the UK?
I have never heard of it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, though. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Well, you know about 420, don't you?
Oh, what?
You know about 420, right?
420 what?
420. You know about 420.
420 what?
Okay, dude. I'm not even going to explain that to you. I'm going to let the listeners call in, and they can tell you what 420 is, because it's a worldwide thing, and it's time you got hit to that. But okay,
really?
I've got Asian Lafitte here with us, and he's from an aerospace technology company, and I had some questions to him on what he thinks about aliens and stuff like that. So, real quick.
Awesome. I'm looking thoroughly forward to it.
Not only aliens, just zombies in general, and what he thinks about the whole movement across the world. coming from an aerospace background and what he's done and how he got to where he is and stuff like that. So we'll do a really quick interview because I think he has to go back to work.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, get on with it. That's fine.
Okay, and if you have any questions, interrupt. Okay, do you have anything that you want to? You'll. Okay, listen. And what do you have?
I'll tell you what. You go for it. I'll keep a listen. If I've got anything to throw in, I'll throw it in.
Are those new earphones that I'm looking at over your head?
Quite possibly. They're my new skull candies.
Nice. How do they sound?
Yeah, they do me well.
Do they make my voice sound any closer to Barry White than it did before?
Yeah, to be honest, I like them a lot better than... I mean, the sound... I can't tell you what the sound quality's like, because
I need a voice
everything sounds perfect
glass.
to me, but...
I can use that one. Okay, so here's Ajan Lafitte. I'm going to ask him a couple questions, and then you can jump in whenever you want and ask him questions whenever you're ready, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I want to know what got you into the universe. Why do you work where you're at?
It was the only place that was hiring at the time.
Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on that answer. I'm gonna call bullshit on that answer. I think that is not true, but we'll go with it because he's Ajan Lafitte, and you can't mess with Ajan Lafitte.
Eddie Rotten. It's because I want world peace.
Okay. We got the world peace too. I'm gonna call bullshit on the world peace. Also, Jig, do you have any questions you want to give to him real quick?
I have no idea, to be honest. I can't think of anything.
I'm going to let you see who this is. Okay, can you see? That's Ajan Lafitte.
Yes, I can see him. Hello.
Now, Ajan Lafitte is...
that is fantastic tackle.
Ajan Lafitte is a master comic booksman, okay? He's got quite the collection of cool stuff, and... I know that he's followed comic books just as you have and I have, and Jig, he gets down on the Walking Dead. Have you seen the Walking Dead?
Oh, really?
Comic book?
I've heard, I've seen, but I actually haven't collected any of that.
Oh, really? Oh, mate, they're fantastic. They're so good. They're so much. Have you seen the TV series?
They've got quite a following, and I actually made a shirt for a friend of mine that says "Like a Dixon."
Oh, nice. That's smart as fuck, man.
What is the Dixon?
It's
Dixon?
Norman Reedus, his character, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay, that's his name in the show. It shows how much I watched that show.
It's Daryl Dixon, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't have cable. I just have Netflix and Hulu because I'm, hillbilly.
You're tight ass.
Yeah. You're not supposed
you spend
to say
too much
that...
money on big cars and big bikes. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that out loud.
Oh, sorry.
But Ajan, tell me what do you like about zombies? Do you like zombies at all?
Kill them all, Eddie Rotten. Kill them all. Although I would like to have one for a pet. Have y'all ever watched Fido? It had Billy Connolly in it.
What's the name of it?
Fido.
Have you seen that?
Fido? No, I can't say I've heard of it.
Jig, I think you need to get it on Netflix or wherever you can watch it. It has Billy Connolly in it.
I will definitely have a look into it. Fido, Fido.
Yeah, tell me what is Fido about?
Fido, let's have a look.
Zombies coexisting with non-zombies.
Fido. 2006, is this the one?
So they like do laundry together, or how does it work?
I don't want to give it away, Eddie Rotten.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Okay, this one hasn't got Billy Connolly in. I was just looking for it, but it doesn't look like the one.
Fido. I think I've seen the cover of it on Netflix. The what the movie looks like. It's got some Frankenstein-looking dude on the cover.
Is it red with just a weird, strange man on it?
Yeah, kind of like you and me. Well, just
oh
you.
Yeah, Billy Connolly. Yeah, this is the one. Does
it have a synopsis? What the movie is?
See full summary. Let's have a look. See what it's about.
Okay, Fido.
Timmy Robinson's best friend in the whole wide world is a 6-foot-tall rotting zombie named Fido. But when Fido eats the next-door neighbour, Mum and Dad hit the roof, and Timmy has to go back to the ends of the earth to keep Fido apart from the part of the family. A buy-and-his-dog movie for grown-ups. Fido will rip your heart out.
Nice.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that.
It got a 6.8 rating on IMDb, so it can't be too bad.
A 6 point out of what? 50? Or 10?
No, 10, I think.
Okay, cool.
So that's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, a 10.
Okay, let me ask Ajon another question real quick. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
I believe in aliens, legal and illegal.
Do you believe in the aliens that are gray with the big black eyes? Not to be racist.
You mean the ones that I think it was either Lyndon Baines Johnson or Harry Truman met in person? No, it was actually Eisenhower. Eisenhower met some aliens.
Somalians or some aliens?
The Greys.
Okay. So he said that he met some Greys.
Well, you can do some research. You can debunk it whether it's true or not. But supposedly Eisenhower met with several groups of aliens. Some that were they called the Scandinavians, or one other name, and they promised technology. Let's live in peace, or some kind of farming technique, something like that. And then the other group said, hey, we'll make you stealth planes, stealth fighters. Guess where we went? Yeah. And the trade-off is, let's test on some of your people, and we give you this technology. And, yeah, next thing you know, we've got this technology, and we've got missing people left and right.
Dude, that's what I talk about that in my last post, not the last post, but the last part of the Exodus in Colorado in the EddieRotten.com story. I talk about aliens making trade-offs with humans, technology for people to do experiments in. And so...
That's pretty...
Who was that? Lyndon B. Johnson said that?
It was Eisenhower. And let me tell you something. Have you noticed our gray alerts? There's always a lot of people missing in Texas, and they're usually the elderly. Now, who usually who possesses the most information about our history? The elderly. Who better to target? Drain the history, drain the knowledge, bring them back.
Get rid of the elderly.
They start claiming, I was abducted by aliens. Who's going to believe them?
Right. Right. Can you hear us, Jig?
It's a good shout. Yeah, I can hear you. That's a good point.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Well, that's true. Target the elderly. You know, they're full of information. If an old woman come up to you in the streets and said, I was abducted by aliens, son, you'd be like, oh, piss off, you old weirdo. You know, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go, shit, really? You'd be like, are you taking the piss? Seriously, go back to the mental home you came from. So, you know, and like, that's another thing. Mental people. Abduct mental people. No one's going to believe them.
Right. That's true. That's probably the best cover-up you could have is to, well, if aliens were smart enough to steal old people, that's probably the best thing they could do. Yeah. I would assume. But, you know, at the same time, I wouldn't, if I was an alien, I don't think that I would steal an old person. I'd probably want to steal like a hot chick or something, you know? Or, you know, somebody that would entertain me. Maybe some like midgets or something.
Yeah, but I don't think aliens are really abducting people to be entertained, are they? Surely they're abducting people to find out information.
I guess, but I'm going to stick with entertainment because even if I was an alien, I'd want to laugh.
Yeah, fair play. I like the idea. I have a question though. It's pretty controversial. Neil Armstrong, as we all know, rest his soul, passed away at the age of 82, 83. And a lot of people have been talking about whether they believe that America would truly have had people on the moon. Do you believe it, or do you know for a fact?
Yeah. We landed on the moon, Jig.
We did land on the moon. You did land on the moon, did you?
We landed on the moon, Jig.
For 100% sure about that.
We landed on the moon.
I'm happy with that. There you go, people. You heard it from the man in the know.
Let me interject here. I think that we landed on the moon too, but there's so many things against us landing on the moon. It's retarded. I think that we did land on the moon because, you know, human beings aren't handicapped